to begin your broadcast. The broadcast is now starting. All
Good
attendees are in
afternoon,
listen-only mode.
traders. We're going to touch on Netflix here. So Netflix, we got to break over this resistance right here over the open as well. So we're bullish here on Netflix. Another thing that I want to mention here is see that volume pop right here above the average volume on this 15-minute candle here. Came back down, retested that 99 level right there. And looks nice for higher. Next resistance is going to be 99.50 to about 99.70 or so near those highs. Yeah, let's check out Amazon. Amazon here, not exactly strong, but not exactly weak either. Just kind of puttering around here on the day. Still above the open. Okay, here's the open. Still above yesterday's highs. Let's see what SPY is doing. So SPY holding the support right around 209.15 or so. I'm going to draw that. Yeah, so right around 209.13, around there. Excuse me. And then back to Tesla. So Tesla holding this uptrend line support. Broke out of this flag right here. Next resistance to clear is going to be that 220, about 220.20. It's going to be that next level to close over. It's looking nice. And then we got that support at about 219.50. So 219.50, 220 resistance. Up there is that next resistance about just below 221. So Twitter, nice bullish action here. Looking on the daily chart, we're still below this trend line here at the moment. But definitely some bullish action. We got that hammer yesterday on the daily chart, held these lows, and there was a lot of volume, a lot of buyers that came off the bottom. I think this one heads higher in the near term. So Apple, we're into the gap. We're above these highs, closing above it. Likely going to fill that gap up there at 104 if we close above this 98.70 level. And just to reiterate, I've talked about it almost every day since this day, is this false breakdown on this candle right here below that key support. That was a very clean breakdown below support. Bearish candle on big bearish volume as well. And then it just blasted up back over it on strong volume as well right there with that candle. So false breakdowns or false breakouts lead to swift moves in the opposite direction. So IBB, that resistance right around 275.15. Yeah, the close of that candle right here, 275.15. And this is the 15-minute chart. You can see the open of this candle right there, high of that candle, high of this candle right there. So that's going to be resistance right there. A 15-minute close over that level will send us higher. So gold, this is a place where if you were short, then I would definitely be taking profits on gold short. I would be mostly out of gold shorts right here. In GDX, that main support is a little bit lower, near 21 from the highs of these 5 or 6 candles, and then we broke over it right there. So Amazon, notice here, I'm just noticing the 15-minute MACD here. We had a high here and a high here on the price. And then we have a higher high on price, but over here we have a lower high on the MACD. And it's currently below the signal line. Just noticing a couple of things. Of course, price is the most important factor here. But just to be aware of some of the things that are going on in the chart. Yeah, Tesla looking good over that 220. I'll just draw that. So there's that 220 level. And notice the volume picking up right here as well. So that's another good sign. Let's check out Facebook. So Facebook, that morning star, the evening star formation over here that we noted did signal some weakness. And now we have a downtrend line right here. And then we're also breaking a mini support right there from these 4 candles right here. So it looks like Facebook is heading to the 1742 support. So Amazon right here, this candle closes around here. I'm not sure I would like it as much on the long side. It's still above the open. Still above the open and above support. And as far as short term right here, definitely think that if this trend line breaks and we get a 15-minute close below 708.35 or so, or even right here, 708.39 right here, I think we risk heading lower. Not something that I would short right here. I would just maybe get stopped out, trailing stop of any longs. Sure, we'll cover Apple again. So Apple, really bullish here, breaking over the highs of the gap. The trend non-stop up, okay? Non-stop. This is a very aggressive trend right here. Most likely going to fill that gap up there at about 104, 105. To be exact, it's 104.35. Most likely going to fill that within the next couple of weeks. And just remember, when we're looking at the longer term chart on Apple, this is the weekly chart on Apple. Notice here, we're making lower highs and we're making lower lows. Right here, we made a lower low. This is a lower high than this high over here. We're in a downtrend, all right? We're in a downtrend. So once we get back up to about 106 to 108 to 110, there's going to be some major resistance up there. So just be aware of that. So Tesla broke over that resistance again with volume. Nice play there. Bullish chart, continuing higher. Yahoo, this could get a bounce here. This could get a bounce here, right here. At these lows, see we came down here, we got a bounce, coming back to retest it. And if you look at the minute chart, it's exactly what I wanted to see. See, we saw some buyers here. Some buyers here right at the lows. And some volume coming in here. Yahoo can definitely get a bounce right here. Yeah, nice box. Definitely think Yahoo can get a bounce here. SPY breaking out of this little range here, wants to head higher. Amazon as well. Google bounced right off of that uptrend line that we drew earlier. I think it was Tasneem, I believe, that pointed out that uptrend line. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, good trend line. So Netflix heading back up to these highs. 99.70. Yahoo, nice action here. I think it's going to come and retest that high up there at 36.80. Nice action there. And I'm going to get out of half of these Netflix calls that we got earlier. And let the rest ride. So VLO, nice, looking good so far. Break over that 57.80 or so level. It's going to be that next resistance. We have a bullish MACD crossover. And I just got rid of half of the Tesla calls as well. IBB, yeah, nice call here, Tim. So we're breaking over this flat top right here. And look at the volume pop that we're getting right here as well. So now that 275 is going to be support. Look at this Yahoo here. Nice. Nice call by Tim. Nice alert letting us know about this. And just to review why it was such a nice play here is we had a high volume, couple of candles here on the minute chart right here at the lows, and it held. Right there was that volume coming into that stock. So a nice play there. I think it continues higher. And it's right by where we bounced from below, from before, rather. Yeah, it's a decent area up there. That 277 resistance from the lows of these few candles like we mentioned before. And we also got the upper Bollinger Band up there as well. So the upper Bollinger Band is right around 279. So definitely an area that you want to be lightening up on longs on the biotech sector at the very least. Nice look here on Netflix. Again, the high over here of the day is 99.68. We just broke the high of the day on Netflix here. Looking really good. Look at this volume that's coming into it as well. Nothing crazy, but definitely above the average. We've had two nice volume candles coming into it. This one and this one. This candle and then this candle right here. So 15-minute close over 99.68 is what we're looking for. Yeah, we broke over that downtrend line yesterday for win. We're over this resistance as well. And then, oh yeah, okay, I remember. That linear chart. Okay, yeah, so the linear downtrend line, it's over here. So this big downtrend line right here that I have on the log scale chart, on the linear scale, and I'll just change it right here. Oops. Okay, I don't want to redraw that, but you know, we posted it yesterday, and it's over. This big downtrend line on the linear chart, win is over. But I use the log scale, so it definitely looks bullish. But just be aware that, you know, we've got that resistance up there from the highs of these candles over here, and then that downtrend line on the log scale up there as well. Let's check back in with Tesla on the 15-minute chart. So looking nice. That next resistance is going to be from the highs over here. Previous high is 220.75, and we're right up against those highs. Netflix, we got a 15-minute close above the previous highs. Looking really good here. Also have a nice uptrend line that we can draw here as well. Bounce, bounce again. Know that 99.50 level is going to be that support. So Tesla, we're breaking these highs. Nice look here. So Tesla up near that 222 level. There's going to be some resistance up there. As you can see, still a lot of bullish volume coming into the stock. This is the 1 minute chart. I'm just getting a closer look at the volume here. So you can see this big thick 1 minute candle right here, accompanied by big thick volume as well. Same thing right here. Right now we're seeing a little bit of selling volume from here. So we'll see if it persists, but definitely much more bullish than bearish here. All right, so we're seeing a longer, lower wick on that minute chart. All right, I'm at another little bit of Netflix here. So let's look at SPY. SPY's still looking pretty good. Got that resistance right around 209.70 or so. Yeah, so Nugget, same kind of thing. That 69.20 area. We mentioned that yesterday, which is where I suggested covering shorts, and we're $6 above that now, $7 above that now. So that's a key level here, as you can see right here from the highs of these candles here, and we're right near the lower Bollinger Band as well. So definitely an area I would be looking to cover shorts. So Facebook, decent break here over this trend line with some volume right there. That next resistance is going to be right around 118.50 or so. spiral right here around that 209.60 resistance up here. So Amazon definitely out of this flag now. And we saw some volume come into it as well as it broke out of that level and over this resistance, first level of resistance. And now it's over this second level of resistance too. About 709, about 710 is that new support. But then we've got a little bit of resistance from the high of the day at about 710.87. So checking out Baidu, bounce to support. We're still trading in this range between 178 and 176.80 or so. So break over that, 178, that would definitely be bullish. Looking like we're at least going to head up there. Here's that mini resistance, 177.70 right there. So Netflix still holding above the highs. Tesla as well. So this, another false breakout here. Another false breakout right here on BABA. False breakout, and just like we talked about with Apple and this false breakdown right here and how it jumped back up, so that made it the false breakdown. So same thing, and that leads to swift moves in the opposite direction. So same thing with BABA here. Same thing. False breakout, not a good look. Excuse me. So LinkedIn here, this is a big level because this was the highs over here, 129, and it closed over that. You can see that we weren't able to close over that level. Resistance, resistance, closed right at it, closed just below it, opened right at it and got rejected. High of the day, closed right at it, closed right at it, tried to break over, couldn't. Again, tried to break over and couldn't. So that's a bullish look right here. If we can close over this level, looks like we're going to, then that would be bullish for LinkedIn. Checking back in with VLO. Looks like we're breaking over this flag here, over this downtrend line, over this wedge, and we've got this uptrend line as support right there. Yeah, so BABA, sorry, I'm just seeing that now. So BABA, yeah, most likely is going to continue down. As you can see that volume, look at this volume. A lot of volume, most likely going to be coming down from here. So Tesla, we're above this resistance, the close of this day, and the open of this day. Let's buy. Here we are at that resistance, 209.63. trading in a box. Here's the high of the box. Here's the low of the box. Break over that sends it higher. So IBB, we broke over this resistance. So now it's support. 275 is support. Saw a lot of volume here on this 15-minute candle. And it's red. Looking at the minute chart, you can see that most of that volume was green volume right here. So that 275 level should hold. But then as Tim was mentioning, we do have some pretty decent resistance up near 277 to 280 on the daily chart there. Check out Bed Bath & Beyond. We broke out of this box. So right around 43.20 or so is support now. But we do have resistance up here right around just over 45. So about 45.20 or so. Low of this candle, low of this candle, the open and close of this candle, low of this candle, low of this candle, and as you can see, we broke through it right there. Right around 45.15. So that 43.20 level is an area that I'd be interested in getting in long if it hits down there before it hits up to 45.15. So PSX, we've got resistance right at about 81. And support right around 77.30 or so. Really not seeing much of a play currently on the short or the long side. And we've got that bigger resistance up here at 84. So if we make it up there, might be interested in shorting it up there. But as far as right here, right now, kind of just a no touch for me personally. So zone, if we can get a close above this resistance, about 90.10, really like it to close over 90.40. But if we can close over 90.40, we can definitely head higher. As you can see here, there's resistance over here from that high, and as you can see here, high of this candle, high of this candle, high of this candle, close of this candle, right all around there, 90.20 or so. So if it does break over that, that's going to be a nice long signal. So to me, Amazon looks bullish here. We broke over this downtrend line. We're over the previous highs over here, at least until we can hit that 713 resistance up here. So at the very least, until then. Google, a little bit more clear resistance right here at that 740 level that we mentioned earlier. But if we break over that, it can head higher. We've got another little level above that, around 744.50 or so, from the open of this gap right there, the high of this candle, the open of this candle right there. And I'll just go ahead and draw it. With Netflix, we're holding above the highs, and we're holding above the open of that gap up, 99.50. We could be looking at a gap up tomorrow. That's why I'm going to leave on a little piece of Netflix if we hold up here. So Tesla right here at that 220-ish support. We got a bearish engulfing 15-minute candle, but still holding this uptrend and still above that 220 level. Yeah, that's definitely possible, but at the same time, we're breaking above the gap here, all right? We're breaking above the gap, so we're into the gap right here. And that, to me, is more telling. Regardless, if we gap up tomorrow, I'm going to sell that last piece of Netflix. But I wouldn't really be interested in shorting Netflix if we close over this level. If we close over that 99.50 level, then I wouldn't really be interested in shorting it until up here near, 110 or so. So another higher 15-minute close, and we just made a new high as well on Netflix. So GoPro, we broke out of this box. So if short, that was the stop right there at 99.90, and that hit right there. So remember we talked about that earlier? So you should have been stopped out on this candle right here as it broke over that resistance. So IBB right here again at that support. So we'll see what it does with it. So SPY getting hit with weekly call sweepers. Thanks for the alert, Tim. Still got that resistance at 209.60. So PCLN, yeah, breaking over that resistance. Just kind of monitoring here. And the Qs saw some flow as well, Tim, earlier. I'm not sure if you saw that. So IVB currently below that support, 275.15 or so. Not something that I would short, but something that I would maybe use as a trailing stop for any of the longs that we've been talking about the last few days. All right, guys and gals, I'm going to step off of the broadcast here. If you guys got any questions, go ahead and ask them now. All right, guys, I'm going to step off of the broadcast, and I'll see you guys later.